right. Hey everybody, it's Karen and Randy back again. We're going to be talking here momentarily to Florida Keys Brewing Company, and we got some of the diagnostics all squared away. Lovely Miss Kara Peterson is sitting on my left.
And Randy is sitting on my right.
Yeah, we figured that out yesterday. We got that all squared away.
We have to use our hands.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, it's going to be really an exciting time for us because we're going to be talking to our friends down in Islamorada, where the Florida Key Brewing Company is at this particular point in time, and I don't think they're going to leave there, but I think
we might stay there if we go down there.
And we understand. There you go. We got Rihanna hit an invite. Hit that.
Bring her up.
Ooh, we're getting close. Getting close, baby. There we go. Coming on. Hey, there she is. All right. Cool. Got 4 on. Yeah, you got to squeeze tight. It's a group thing. That's awesome. We got to back up here.
Good. How are you guys?
Very well.
Awesome.
Well, welcome. Who do you got? Somebody sitting on your left there, Rihanna, or your right? Depending. Yeah, it looks like it might be backwards. Who is the other?
Your left.
Left. This is Craig McVeigh,
the owner and head brewer here at Florida Keys Brewing.
Yeah, that sounds important because sitting next to you is I was reading your website and she's the executive hot mess.
Yes, she
is. That is
I
awesome.
want to know how you got that title.
Got one right here. Yeah, that was her title. So hot mess to hot mess.
Crazy hours, but it's very apt.
Well, we're glad to have you joining us today, and we want everybody that's going to be listening to this, we want to give a lot of feedback to this. So make sure everybody that's listening to our broadcast, wherever you are across the United States, add a lot of comments. We know you're going to be looking at this even after we're done.
We want to know where you are.
where people are coming from to go down to Islamorada, who we're engaging with, who you're engaging with, because it's always fun to know who's taking a look. So anyway, your website looks great. You're obviously where you live for us up in Wisconsin looks fabulous. We hope you have a small room in the back that we can come and just flop in for about a month or two. So, do you really?
Yeah. Perfect.
Absolutely. There we go. That sounds awesome. So tell us the story. How long you've been in business and what's going on? And sounds like you have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of fun. Obviously, like any brewery, we work hard. But so we've been open for a little over 3 years now. February 19th is our anniversary. My wife Cheryl and I, we started the business. I was a home brewer at the time. Everybody kept saying we make great beer. She's born and raised here in the Keys. I'm a transplant from Toronto myself. So we started the business. We found a great location here in Islamorada. We're in the Moradaway Arts and Cultural District, which is a great little area of Islamorada. So we started the brewery 3 years ago, and we've gone through a few expansions since then. We started brewing a little pilot system. About a year and a half in, we scaled up to a 20-barrel system and began our distribution. And then earlier this year, we opened up a new tasting room at the end of our street. So we went from having a tiny little tasting room to a bigger tasting room, a beer garden, and the beer and bed, the 2-bedroom, 1 apartment above the tasting room. So,
okay, we'll be there in about a day and a half. So. We're going to the PGA show in Orlando about the 23rd of January, and we'll have our whole media team. And I said, we're not heading back north, we're heading south. So we actually had Islamorada. I asked Rob, who might have contacted you, I said, he's very familiar because we've done a lot of work in the past things. I said, I want to do Islamorada. See if you can contact anybody there. So we've been down to, we're going to be coming. So be careful. Careful what you offer.
I love the whole idea of bed and beer breakfast.
Yeah, tell us about that. So if somebody checks in, what does that cost and what are the
amenities?
Amenities, yeah. They don't need much. A good beach and a pillow is about all we need.
And beer.
A little bit more than that. We call it Flaky's B&B. And Flaky's is short for Florida Keys. We have it on Airbnb and VRBO. So when you check in, you get a couple of growlers and free coupons, so you can immediately go downstairs and fill up your growlers. You can sit on the back porch. You can drink the beer, overlooking our beer garden. We have a lot of different events and music in the backyard. So there's always a lot of entertainment for people who are staying there. So I think they really enjoy it. And we're right in the heart of downtown Islamorada. So there's a lot of great things to do. You're walking distance from the ocean and the bay. Fishing is phenomenal here. You know, best in the world. Snorkeling, paddleboarding, whatever you want to do, as long as it's water-based. Which beer is water-based.
Sounds right up my alley now.
she was saying, I don't think you've ever been to the Keys, right?
No, I've never been.
She said, you know, do you think we could find a boat down there?
I said I wanted to just go on a boat.
I said you can't drive a half a mile without seeing racks of boats. You know, that's what it's all about. A lot of fun. So we're looking at the Baygrass Bluegrass Festival. Is that coming up this January on the 13th and 14th?
Yep, it's Martin Luther King Jr. weekend every year. It's been going on for, I think this is the 7th year coming up. We became sponsors of it about 3 years ago. When we became sponsors, we brought in craft beer. So not only our beer is there, but we usually have about 8 to 10 other Florida breweries who get involved. You know, they donate all their time in the beer. And then what we're trying to do is raise money for music scholarships here in the Keys. So raise money that goes directly back into our community.
So how many bluegrass artists do usually goes or attends or performs at the festival? I'm just curious. Give or take.
Yeah, because it's like 2 full days of music that starts at like 10 or 11 in the morning and goes to like 6 or 7 or later at night because they tend to love to jam. So artists come from within Florida and out with all throughout the United States, which is super cool. So it attracts a very high caliber of musicians that come all the way just for this weekend. And so it's an entire weekend of events where we host the Friday evening. It's like a pick-and party where people will all come and like banjos and guitars.
Square dance.
Oh, Friday is square dance. Oh, sorry. Friday is square dance. And then Saturday is the pick-and party. And then Sunday is like all of the festivities all at once. It's a fantastic weekend from start to finish.
We might have to go.
Well, we're definitely going to have to probably go a little early. We'll go there, go back to the show, and then go back and Anyway, Rihanna, I love.
Oh,
I'm sorry. No. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Events that go as well that we love to see. Like in February, it's our anniversary party. We have an amazing, just absolute weekend of like great beer releases, and we take over the whole street and have artists and do a whole shebang. But I think my favorite is our annual 420 party of tie-dye festivities. So
I saw that on your website, and I was like, that is so cool. So you guys are really connected with the art community down there, is that right?
Absolutely. So Cheryl, Craig's other half, is a phenomenal artist, and we are also a very big part of the Moradaway Arts and Cultural District. And so we help put on a monthly art walk and help the local galleries and just try to make it as colorful and wonderful as possible.
Yeah, we're looking at your website right now. We're cheating. We have your website on the other. Yeah. And so we can flip back and forth. So I said, this is going to be fun talking to these people. This is exactly what we're looking for to come down. So I have to ask you a question, Rihanna. How'd you become the executive hot mess? Was it one thing or just a growing, culture on your own part?
Well, it all started with how I ended up working for this company as well. I'm originally from the Florida Keys, but I moved over to Europe to do my master's in fine arts. And after I graduated, I was like, oh, I have to pay bills, crap. And I got a job. Yeah, so I got a job at Brewdog, and I worked there for about 4 years. And I eventually moved home, and the Keys gets everything 20 years after the rest of the world. And my dad's like, there's a great brewery here. They got really good beer. And I was like, yeah, right. And I roll up in the door, and I try Crunch Runaground Brown. I was like, this is my resume. This is what I know about beer. Please hire me.
Well, you definitely get what you deserve. So, looks like I found her in a Starbucks, poor kid.
It's true.
I stalked her.
He stalked me.
Yeah, I stalked her. I was looking for a graphic artist, and she was working on doing some of her photo finishing from her band concerts that she was doing. And I looked over and I said, hey, are you a graphic artist? She claimed to be able to do everything.
I did not claim.
See what I
said
mean?
I
There you
knew things about graphic design. I never
Yeah.
said I went to school for it.
Yeah, I said, then you want to sell ads? He goes, no, don't want to do that. But I'm going to hire you anyway because I don't even know why. So now my wife assigns her as my my work wife. So she has somehow.
I don't know what I do. I just do stuff.
Neither does anybody else. So it's she's a good fit. But she's a good fit for what we do. Anyway, glad to hear that story. It sounds great. You're passionate about what you're doing, and sounds like you guys have just a lot of fun.
So, how many beers do you guys brew? Like different varieties? Because we heard that you had a hibiscus one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we of course we brought a little hibiscus here just for a demo. We brew with a lot of hibiscus. So our number one beer is called Iguana Bait. It's a honey hibiscus kolsch. And being from Wisconsin, you may not know, but iguanas down here love to eat these things. So they're a bit of a nuisance because they destroy all their flowers. But so that's why we make iguana. Use the beer to lure the iguanas in before we.
Are you trying to get the iguanas drunk with the beer?
But we put 20 different beers on tap. We've probably done over 60 different beers since we've been open, and it's probably even more than that. We don't really keep track. We try to use local flavor as much as we can.
Star fruit.
Ooh, those are my favorite.
Yeah. Mango star fruit beer. So we have locally picked mango and star fruit, and then also if you're familiar with key limes, they're a very unique flavor of lime. So we're going to be using key limes and a hibiscus in one of our sour beers. We call it Pucker Power. That's going to be coming out shortly. We also, we use grapefruit, pineapple, and of course we drink a lot. But
yeah, we have the taste test. It's research and development.
Okay. So in the afternoon, we do today we do a weekly Links Libations. It's a 1 hour show that covers a little bit more in detail. We've been doing it for years, and it covers a little bit of golf. It's golf and sipping. Golfers golf, then they sip, and then we travel, and we're idiots. But I was sitting with my co-host last week, and I said, we're doing something wrong. We don't have a Carnarvon wagon. Nobody ever sends us anything to drink. We could be sitting here and doing it. So anyway, not that we're begging, but there's open opportunities for,
Well, then when we go down there, we'll just have to buy like a bunch of beer so we can bring it. We have to get a car though.
I'm begging here is what I'm trying to do. She wants us to buy stuff. I'm trying to get. Never mind.
You want swag, don't you?
Yeah, there you go. So no, it's a lot of fun. You guys look like you're having fun. Is there anything else you'd like to tell millions of people as this goes out over the airwaves?
well, definitely
That much, okay? We'll let you go at that.
come visit us and come to the Keys. We got an extremely unique experience down here throughout the Keys. It's the island life to the extreme. Our slogan is living the island life, drinking the local beer. The Keys, it's a beautiful place down here. The water is second to none. The restaurants, the food, the art, and of course the beer. It's a really great place, very special. So, please come down and visit us and visit the Keys.
Well, we're going to have you got to take a look. We're a publisher of Links Libations magazine. I am the publisher, I guess.
I don't know what I do still.
Still don't. And we have our publisher calendar out, and if you take a look at it, we're focusing on Florida only in October, November. December is Key West, and then we come back, right again in January. It's going to be how to play golf in the South. We go a little bit north into the Masters, but we're focusing a lot on Florida. Because the snowbirds, as Rob said, the snowbird migration begins, and we just want to work with, the platform down there. It's been a lot of fun on our Distillery channel and creating this platform and getting the word out, and people are really, it's a great place. Golfers golf, then they sip, but then we had to put in there, golfers go to spas, golfers go to drink, golfers sometimes never come home,
That would be me.
Yeah,
but I
there
don't
you go.
golf.
Anyway.
I putt.
Shit. And anyway, we appreciate it. Stay in touch. Anything you ever want to, we'll get you on our calendar. We'll put you in like a week before in January to make sure we'll get you another Facebook Live. We love doing these. These are just fun. So if you have special events and you're walking around and, you're going outside, going to that, just let me know. Let Kira know. She really is the heart. I can't say this. The heartbeat of. she keeps me organized. So just let us know what we can do. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, you guys are great. It looks like fun. We are definitely going to be there in January. So keep a room for us. Keep the light on, as they say. All right, we'll talk to you later. Again, that was coming from the Florida Keys Brewing Company and down in Isla Mirada. And they're
having a sip or two.
They are having a sip or two. They did not get blown away in the hurricane. And I like the way that
they're doing their marketing.
Hey, if I took my application down there and just laid it on the desk and demanded a job,
you could be.
You think that'd work?
You could be another hot mess.
I could be. Well, anyway, we'll see you guys later. You have a good time.
Bye, you guys. Have a good one.
All right. Bye bye. We'll send you some links.